Welcome back, everyone, to Light All Feeds Podcast. This is episode 55.
Yes, sir.
Biggest gamer.
Adamar.
Today, we're going to be talking about a classic, Keyboard Immortal.
Officially hit 2,000 chapters.
I know, it's going longer.
Yeah, I remember when we first started reading, I think we caught up around chapter 600 or 800. I think it was 850-ish.
Yeah, it was around the 800s.
And we were like, no way this thing passes like 1,500 chapters.
Yeah, because we thought the end game was he'll kill the Emperor. Yeah. That's it.
And I guess technically he killed the Emperor around 1,800.
Yeah.
So we were pretty close.
We were.
If that was like the end of the novel. But it's still going. I'm not going to say going strong.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's just not what it once was, I guess, you know?
It's because he's too strong now, so all like the investigating type shit is like...
It's not as fun anymore.
Yeah, because it's not there. Because it was cool, him kind of going over to the demon sect. That was the cool part.
Yeah,
like, kind of investigating it, but it could have been better.
I think a lot of it now is that I feel like it's hard to do investigation arcs when it feels like he can like flip his palm and everything will be revealed.
Yeah. That's the problem. Because it's like, it's actually been one of the problems I had with the art,
this arc.
Yeah,
me too.
I was kind of waiting, and then I was just like, oh, I didn't like how they.
Yeah. So before we get into it though, guys, I will let you know if you guys just are like, you know, Keyboard Immortal, who wants to talk about that? You can just log out after I tell you. Next week, be on the timescape. We're getting back on that. It seems like Beyond Time is happening like every 2 or 3 weeks because the chapters are released so quickly. The chapters are so full.
Yeah.
So we're actually trying. Last time we've been doing 50 chapters. I think once we started with 100 and we like failed. I remember we tried with 100.
We failed it badly.
Yeah. So we cut it down to 50. We've been doing 50, and it still seems too long because the episodes are like an hour and 45 minutes. I think that's the least. So we're cutting it down to 40ish. We stopped at 510. They're around 540. No, they're around like 530ish. But like they have a lot of 0.5 chapters. So there's actually like 40 chapters right now. So we'll do 510 to 540. And that should be around 40ish chapters.
Yeah.
Like 45. So we'll see how that goes. But back to Keyboard Immortal. Where did they start? So we'll get this context. He just finished killing the Earth Immortal in the capital.
Yeah, it kind of ended like right after
a little
that.
Past that. Yeah. After he became officially the regent.
Yeah. So they talked about they made him the regent. Then we saw he destroyed the Men Clan.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw one of the kings was like talking like, the poor Men Clan, or how he liked Men. What's her name?
I'm not gonna lie. Where he's at right now, a lot of characters I'm not remembering names like on purpose. Like I feel like sometimes when I think a character's not important, I like purposely just like I give him a character name of fodder in my head.
Yeah, but we have to remember her name.
Why? Who are we talking about right now? Man, who?
The daughter.
Of who?
Men Clan.
She's the wife to the king?
Yeah.
She's like a side harem, bro. So
she's a strategist, bro. That means she's gonna play a role at some point. She's like the perfect political strategist. And she even guessed it right. She said she made the guess that.
Both of them.
About how has the Empress and the Crown Princess.
Yeah, in his hands.
Yeah, but obviously she's not gonna talk about it now because he's the regent. She's fallen.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. She has
She
has the political acumen to.
But
she can slide right in, bro.
She's too low. I think she will have a purpose, but I think
that's how she slides in. That's how she makes her attack.
At the point of where he's at, I just don't think she should have a purpose.
No, I mean no. I think it's gone ridiculous at this point.
Like I just think a lot of these characters that are coming in, like they're getting given importance. And they just shouldn't. Like, no offense. Like, I think I don't think that everybody has to be at the main character's power level to be relevant. That's not what I'm saying, but I think, like, if in a world the main character is at the peak of the world, like, there's not a lot of people who are gonna be boring to him and, like, actually benefit him in any way besides just, like, being friends, you know? And usually it's hard for main characters to make friends with, like, random people. Because usually, like, they just feel like they're getting taken advantage of. You know what I mean?
Taken advantage of?
Like, they're, like, the character is obviously trying to just ass kiss the main character.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not really like we're going to become friends. It's like...
It's like a servant.
Yeah, you're just like a servant. And, like, everybody wants to be my servant, so why are you special?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like there's not a lot of people who, like, besides his harem members, and, like, that might be it. I'm not really thinking of anybody else who's, like, could be seen as important. Especially with his abilities.
Yeah, and they've slowly been teasing, the principal.
The principal, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like...
Yeah.
Bro, you should have done that 1,000 chapters ago.
Almost because he didn't, I, like, wish he was, like just, like, off limits.
Yeah, that's what I originally thought. I was like, oh, we're gonna have some female characters. It's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let them stay friends.
Yeah. No. It's definitely not, man. Especially after...
The author's thirsty, bro.
He really is. He swiped, what happens when he swiped his divine scent over her while she was showering. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
Like, that's, like, really?
And, like, the thing that he said, he was like, oh, it was early in the morning, so I didn't expect anybody to be showering. That's, like, no excuse for you invading everybody on the mountain's privacy. Like, what is everybody on the mountain doing right now? I'm gonna just peeping Tom though right now, like...
Yeah, it was kind of funny when she's like, oh yeah, she's running up the hill angrily. I was like, yep, you should run away.
That was funny.
It's not gonna end well.
But I guess we'll start at the Zhao. No, wrong person. So the second student of the libationer, I forget his name. It's like Ji Denyan. What's his name?
Oh, Den 2?
Yeah, Ji Den 2.
I think it's Den 2. Yeah, he's the physician from Bright Moon City.
Yeah, I don't know why I never put that together.
I mean, they didn't make it obvious.
But, like, he's, like, a world-renowned doctor. And, like, and we knew he was a doctor, like, the second student.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you kind of forgot about him then because he just didn't get mentioned in so long.
I think that's what it was, but I feel like if we really looked at it, we probably would have seen it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But, he comes back. His daughter, I should remember her name, but I don't either. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was...
Ji Zhao.
It's like Zhao Li or something.
Yeah, something
or
like that.
Zhao Zi.
Zhao Zi. Yeah, Ji Zhao Zi. She's picking herbs in the mountain again.
For the funniest reason.
Yeah, and then... and then Zuan's like, let me go check on her. It's been a while.
Well, that's not what happened.
I thought he wanted to go check on her.
No. So what happened was, she went, or I guess he did say that.
Yeah.
But he was going to ask, the principal. He was like, oh yeah, where's Zhaozi? Mm-hmm. She was like, oh yeah, she hasn't come back from the mountain yet. Yeah. And that's when they know.
Yeah. And so he goes to check on her, make sure she's okay. Nothing's happening to her because there's monsters out there. And we get like, boom, invaders.
Yep, new arc.
Yeah.
There's just invaders just coming through.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what was it? It was like a purple fire monster?
Yeah, purple fire spirit.
And was it like purple fire? It was a purple fire spirit, and then there was like heart demon spiders.
So there was first the purple fire spirit, and then like, I think that's like the lowest class of the invader. And then above them is like the actual people, which are the heart devouring spiders.
Yeah, heart devouring. Yeah. That's what it is. And
so we find out they can devour people or their hearts and take over their bodies, so parasitize them. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
And so completely take over their body to act like them, and you'll actually even gain their most recent memories. So they last like a couple days.
Which is crazy.
That is crazy.
I'm just like, damn. Like if you took over their brain, I understand. Yeah. But you're just taking over their heart.
Well, I think it like connects to their whole body.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I get you. It is kind of OP for like even just like any memories.
But it's like that. And I was like, damn, this is gonna be infiltration.
Yeah.
And they got close.
They did get close. As we see later.
Yeah. So he goes in to save her. He starts investigating because he finds her. He kills the demon, and he starts investigating. He sends them back, and then he runs into two people who that group, because she was with the group that they were fighting off the demons. Because some of them were students from the school. Yep. And he runs into two people who that group said was dead. Yeah. And so he's like, huh? Yeah. You don't remember their names. But he was
Father
like,
1 and Father 2.
But he was like, I thought they were dead. Yeah. So he plays along. He's waiting to see what's going on here. And then they run into another group of people. And then do they find a dead guy? I can't remember what they found.
I think they found a guy who was about to die, and he saved him.
Oh, no. Yeah. So, was it... Oh, yeah, the guy was about to die. And then he was faking it. And he was about to kill Zuan. Yeah. Zuan murks him. Yeah.
And the other two guys.
Yeah, while he's busy. And then they try to kill him, and he kills them because he's like, I knew y'all were fake. Yeah. And they're like, how? And he's like, I don't remember the reasoning he used, but it was...
I think he said, because I heard you were dead. And so I didn't trust you, you know? I think he actually let one of them go. Because then he followed that one to the source, right? Isn't that how it worked?
No.
Oh no, you're right. He did kill both of them.
And he killed. And then he ran into another group. Yeah. And they were like, oh yeah, oh no. He ran into He ran into her father. Yeah. And there was another guy that they saved, and he was like, oh yeah, we separated because we know that they could. Yeah. Someone might be a part or might have gone parasized, and we didn't want to be like all grouped up. Yeah. That's why the group split up. Yeah. In the first place, that's what happened. And then part of that group that was originally with how do you say her name? Zhao. So she got captured again, and then he had to save her again. And while he was saving her, one of the heart spiders, who was like a grandmaster, was offering Zhao up to like a higher being, and it was called the War Priest. Yeah, he was trying to do a blood sacrifice.
And instead, the grandmaster guy got devoured himself because
he jumped in because he was like, we can't. Yeah. Because he saved Zhao, and then he was like, fuck it. Yeah. For the War Priest. Yeah. He jumped in.
The War Priest jumped in.
Or War Priest.
Yeah. He is like an Earth Immortal. And basically, it's at least said he's peak Earth Immortal or above.
He might be above. Yeah. So I think the way it was, like, he was limited to peak Earth Immortal because of the World Will. Yeah. So that's a new thing. We have a World Will.
Mm-hmm. You called that.
Did I? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah. But we have a World Will now, so it'll be interesting how that works with how he tries to ascend to another level. Wonder if it'll work.
We'll figure that out too, how ascension works. Well, we don't know exactly how he'll go from planet to planet, but we found out. So, make a long story short, Zuan waxed this War Priest, and basically he like kind of wrecks him pretty easily.
Yeah, the War Priest had like one annoying thing, which was the yellow spring water. Yeah. That like erases your memory. But apparently his glass bead is like some crazy treasure that he was like, yeah, I can just isolate space here. Yeah. I
was like, what?
And Mealy is clearly some reincarnator who awakened her memories. That, is hiding something.
But yeah, we kill the War Priest, but before that, Zuan actually devours all his cultivation and is able to use Fox Devil Girl to get her memories. Yep. And so
he does it to charm her.
And so we figure out from the War Priest that the world that he's from or she's from is dying, and there's a bunch of people at either at her level or below, like Earth Immortal is abundant basically in her world, and like she's like probably above Earth Immortal, and there's a bunch of people near her level too.
Yeah, because they were saying they were like, I think they said they were middling. Yeah, and he's like, they're like the outskirts, like the booties.
Yeah, so they described it as, I think a little better way to describe it as they talked about it like in planets.
Like
in a solar system. And the War Priestess planet is like think of it as Earth, like we're right in the middle in our solar system, or not our solar system, but like around our sun, our 9 planets if you count Pluto, 8 planets. Like Earth is right around the middle, right? So let's say we have like pretty good abundant key.
Yeah.
Like Neptune.
You got from like the sun or something.
Yeah, Neptune all the way in the back. I don't know if that's actually like number 8. It's Neptune, Uranus. I don't know, one of the 2. Like that's where Zoan is. Like cold, no key. Like Earth Immortals are strange to be here.
Yeah, so that and they're trying to conquer this world. Yeah. Because obviously their world's dying. Yeah.
So I guess
it doesn't really make sense to me though. So I don't know why you'd want to go to a weaker world.
Yeah, you wanna, I think I'd rather go forward to even though I wouldn't be peak anymore, like I could ascend.
Like myself, it's not like especially because like, I mean, I don't know what kind of organization he's in. Yeah. Like the War Priest in, but it's like, can you guys not move? Yeah. Like it must be really challenging out there. And then it's like, even if you come to this weak world, it's not like
what are you gonna do here?
There's nothing here for you.
Yeah, I think the only really thing
it's like slaves.
Like that's what I was saying. The only thing they could do is like parasitize all of them, and just get a bigger army, and maybe come back stronger. Maybe that's what he was trying to do.
But I mean, it's like, why would you want a weaker army?
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
So I think there has to be like some kind of like secret there that no one knows about, which makes sense because they did say that there was some issue with the world will. Like they said, like when they came here, they found out that there was an issue. Mm-hmm. So the issue stems from something.
Yeah. But that's what we found out. We also don't know how to get. I guess we kind of found out. You have to go through the spatial rifts, kind of in the planet to get into it. I don't know how they were able to connect it though, from their original planet to like Suan's planet.
I think they're meaning like spatial rifts into his like planet.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm saying for him to do it in reverse, how would he do that?
Oh, from their planet? I don't think they're on their planet. I feel like in my head, it's like they're near their planet and they're looking at it's like they're like in space, right? Like
so you think they're in space?
Yeah, like
I thought it was like a planet. Like they were on their planet and they like connected to Zoan's planet.
No, I don't.
But you think they're like they have super? Let's talk Star Wars. Like they have starships like that and they can just travel worlds.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean that makes more sense.
Yeah. Like they have a ship and they're just. I mean that, or they're flying and they're just kind of like have a base or set up or something. Yeah.
I think the ships probably makes more sense.
The only reason why it's kind of like semi making sense but not making sense is because of the history that we know. Because someone said that those images or the dungeons that are in the world. They said someone put them there. Yeah. And we don't know who put them there. But I think they said it had something to do with why the world will is
like weird.
Yeah, it's like it's not really weird. So I'm just like, well, what does that mean? And then on top of that, those images, like, is this like images from here, or is it from another spot then? And how does it connect to Ascension, right? Like, how? Because like, there's the Celestial Emperor clearly is not fake; he's like real. So like, is there a Celestial Emperor in like the galaxy, and it's like just ascending, like breaking the world will or something? Like, what does it mean?
Yep. Well, there's a lot of question marks there. We find out that Mei Li is like, we thought she was like maybe an Earth Immortal back in the day. She seems like she's stronger than that.
Yeah, like at some point, and like she's been like reincarnating to like escape like some crazy individual.
Cause like she's definitely not like just regular Earth Immortal at this
also, point. The War Priest, Zuin didn't kill the War Priest. The War Priest said a name. He said a name that he wasn't supposed to say. Yeah. It died. He said the nameless name.
Yeah, and that's actually we don't know what it is, but it can't just be one cultivation. But let's say Earth Immortals, let's say Heaven Immortals is the next level. Like, it has to be stronger than that.
Yeah.
If you're getting killed from saying his name. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
You can't say their name, can't look at them, can't do nothing. And that's the reason why their planet's dying, right?
Yeah.
People like that.
Yeah.
So
and we've actually met a guy like that. Well, we haven't met them, but like
they're in the presence of one.
In
the other dungeon.
In the other dungeon where Zhao died. But he didn't actually die in that dungeon. He died in the secret dungeon, but he didn't die in that specific interaction in the dungeon.
It's crazy how that world is stronger, but it's kind of broken.
Yeah.
So
it might be like
a
piece of a major world.
Like a rule? Like, I guess, piece of a major world. Mm-hmm. That actually makes crazy sense.
And it's just like broken.
Yeah, it's like that's why the rules don't work. That's why it's like, it has higher key because it's naturally from a bigger world.
Yep.
But you can't ascend even.
Yeah. So, that's what happened. We got the carcass from the war priest. Zuan made some cell phones. That was funny.
I feel like the author's like, let's just give all the women cell phones. And then be like, I shouldn't have given all the women cell phones.
And then he realizes to make, I wish I remember her name. It's like Moji. Is that her name? The fox demon? Yeah, Moji. She, to ascend to Master Rank, she needs a special item that can only be found in the Lake of Hatred. We found the Lake of Hatred is the headquarters of the Devil Sect.
Yep.
So Zuan gets to the Devil Sect, investigates it, and yeah, I gotta say, this is where I had a lot of problems. The length of this was crazy, bro.
It was way too long.
I think it was like 40 chapters. Mm-hmm. And it was like him infiltrating the Devil Sect, doing this, doing that. And I'm just like, if this was on, like, cause this is what I was doing. Zuan is like, at this point, when he killed the War Priest, it was said he maxed out level 75.
Yeah, he's Zhao Han.
Yeah, he's now Zhao Han level. Like, peak Earth Immortal, waiting to break through. That's where he is when he's going to the Devil Sect. Zhao Han finds the location of the Devil Sect. He's not infiltrating. He's like, the law is here. Give me what I need and I will leave or destroy you. Yeah. Or maybe just destroy you anyways because I feel like it.
Yeah, because it's like, for me, what I was expecting Zuna to go in there, I was like, okay, he's going to figure out where Hongli is.
Yeah. And
then he's going to go, like, ape shit on everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he was immediately just going to save her and then just wait till everyone's gathered and then just draw a sword and be like, tell me where everyone is, or you're getting, like, squashed. Like, palm from the heavens, pancake.
I agree completely. I actually thought he would have done it before that. Like, I thought, like, as soon as he got into the headquarters of the Devil Sect, like, that's it, like...
because they don't know about him and Hongli, so he can just be like, I'm here, bring all your leaders to me, bring everyone.
Like, I thought he'd just go almighty, like Super Saiyan, like, I'm Earth Immortal, I'm here. Like, the leaders come out, let's say there's 5, I think there was 4 of them, he snipes 2 of them, and then he's like, you two, tell me everything that's happening.
Yeah.
And then that's it. It took so long.
Yeah, or he could have grabbed everyone and be like, oh, you're the Saintess? Yeah. Let's get information from you while meeting up again. And then it's just like...
It was so dragged on for no reason, bro.
Yeah, and it feels the worst because it's like he's not the Zuan of old.
Yeah.
Like, you need to showcase... He needs to be written now as Zhao Han.
Exactly. That was my biggest problem. Like, they just kept... I think the author was trying to find ways to, like, he was trying to give us reasons to why he wasn't doing what we wanted him to do, but the reasons were bullshit. You know what I mean? That's what it was. He was like, oh, they have Hongli, they have this, they have that,
They don't know that.
They have reasons why Zuan can't just go like...
They're not...
Supernova. You know?
Zuan going in there is not going to get him to kill Hongli.
Yeah. That's why...
And they weren't planning on killing her anyway.
Yeah. That's why it was just a load of like, bro, this could have been like 7 chapters and you made it 40. And like, so there was a bunch of doo-doo, but we find out that the Devil Sect leader was in prison, young Jianye, right?
She wasn't in prison.
She was...
So what happened was she got ambushed.
Oh, you're right, and then she went to her
she got ambushed by Lu Sanya, and honestly, they hold this guy.
They did.
Because he was been hyped up for a long time.
Since
like a Ken Key type guy.
Since chapter 400, because that's when Zoan originally left Bright Moon City.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, because this is why I was excited for that. Because I was like, oh, we're about to meet the rebel army leader.
Yeah. Especially
because that's when his disciple was killing off all of her Yanjanye's supporters.
Supported, yeah.
And that's also another reason why I thought Zuan should have just gone crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he didn't know that, but it's like...
Yeah, I agree with you, but we find...
It's like if people are in danger, it's just like, cut the nonsense.
I agree, bro.
100%. This is a time where you can... this is a no-nonsense time. With people's lives in danger.
And especially because we find out that the War Priest... Oh, something we forgot to mention. We find out when we kill the War Priest that, this is not just, the War Priest is the only, Earth Immortal type level being trying to get in. There's multiple beings trying to get into this world.
And they're not working together.
Yeah.
Which is the only saving grace.
Yeah.
But it also means that there's a lot of different
points where they can infiltrate the world.
Yeah.
And nobody will know. So Zoan doesn't want to really be a part from basically all his lovers because they could be in danger.
Yeah.
So he's kind of running on a short time. And that's, it was so infuriating. That's why we're not going to give you a help up, guys. There's a bunch of stuff we're skipping. There's an embroidered envoy there. I don't even care about her.
Yeah, it's the long leg girl.
Yeah, long leg girl is a perfect description.
But it was just we didn't need that.
We didn't need that. She had an old master or whatever. Who cares?
No, that was the only important thing about her is that cause she was in prison.
Yeah. And
someone she worked for set her free.
Yeah.
To go investigate Lake Hatred. Mm. And we didn't even find out who it was.
Yep.
Because she was like, I can't tell you that. I was like, bring out
Moji
and get her to say without her knowing.
Yeah. I agree, bro. Some stuff that's happening, the Zoans just let it fly by for no reason.
I know, and I don't like it. It's you can do that when he goes to the new world.
Yeah.
And it's he has to go back to sneaking around again. It's but when he's peak power, it's let him be the peak power, bro. Let him be
let him be Zahan, you know what I'm saying? Zahan could literally scare people with his aura alone through 10,000 miles away through his primordial spirit.
Yeah,
where's that? You know what I mean?
I need the heavens collapse, I'll hold it up type MC right now.
Yeah, it's
when you're at the peak.
Yeah, I think it's just you build to that, and then once you're there, you want to feel the gratification of him being
I'm here.
Yeah, and we're not getting that. And when we do get it, it's kind of a side point of the story. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he one shot that guy. It's he should have one shot him 20 chapters earlier,
and then it would have felt amazing.
Yeah, it's he pulled up. He's who are you?
Yeah.
I'm your daddy.
Because
he does say that.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's hilarious. But it's just he should have said it earlier.
Mm-hmm. So Zoan, he goes in after a bunch of hoorah. He saves Q Hongli. Q Hongli's at the master rank, which is important. Chu Chulian's also at the master rank. We find out Pain Man is also at the master rank. And they all think that they can advance really quickly, so they'll be Grandmaster soon.
Yeah, Q Hongli was she also was able to finally do it with Zuman.
Oh, sure.
And she was like, "Is this why they were going so fast?" And I was like, "Yeah, that is. Yeah. You can keep up with them."
Yeah, and then so Zuan, there was a big wedding that was gonna happen. Q Hongli to another person. Because the rebel army guy wanted to take control of the devil sect, and Zuan stopped it, killed some people, and then he was about to kill the rebel army leader, and we find out that the rebel army leader is actually working with the parasites.
Yep, they promised him power, and obviously he thought he was being smart, and he was like, I didn't drink the thing you gave me,
Kool-Aid.
He was because he was yeah, I gotta be cautious against these guys. It's we're using each other, but they outused him, which I thought was less so we just got 2 chapters of this guy. He's hyped up forever. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I was just
I thought at least we'd get some sort of reversal where he actually was playing the parasites well enough that like
that'd have been cool.
And like that's the only reason he was taking over the double side, and then he'd like give it back to like.
Yeah, but we found out the reason was her. Yun Johnny is
no reason, bro.
It didn't make sense because they hold the reason even further with he misunderstood. I was like, what do you mean he misunderstood?
Yeah,
so his master and Johnny's master were originally lovers, but in the Devil's Sack, like people have to kill. So, but they pretend. I don't know if they didn't fake it.
They fought for the sec leader position.
Yeah.
And then Young Gianche's master
won.
But I think she cheated.
I don't think she cheated.
I thought she brought more members. It was supposed to be a 1-on-1 and she brought more members.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, you're confusing that.
With what?
With Assassin.
What assassin?
Remember the assassin that tried to kill Hong Li, but they killed the fake. And he was like, "Oh yeah, my master."
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. And he was like, he's like said it like that must have been happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, but remember though, like her master and Lu Su-yan's master, they were lovers.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and the match they had, she said like that, because he was mad, because he said, "Oh, your master killed my master," but that's not what really happened. I don't remember what she actually said. What happened? But they said like, "Oh, he didn't actually kill her."
Yeah. Which made everything pointless.
Yeah. I was like, or something like, "Oh, it was an accident" or something. She said something was an accident. I couldn't remember the reason. I was just reading it and I was just like, "This is just why." What is the point of this chapter? You just made his whole character irrelevant.
Like, what is the point of his arc? Like, I feel like at this point, the point of the arc was just to like tie up the Devil's Sack loose ends.
Yeah, I mean,
and it could have been like 5 chapters, like 7 chapters, and they made it big just to like flesh out the Devil's Sack because it was hyped up for so long.
And then it sucked because now we have more scheming in the dark because of
John Gianche's family.
Yeah, so apparently she's a demon.
Yeah, she's from
half demon.
She's from the demon clan.
Yep, I
wouldn't even call her a half demon. They said her bloodline was so thin that she didn't even really like. It's not really felt.
Oh, that's why they said like she never felt like she was a part
of the clan.
Or she always felt human and not like a fiend.
Yeah, because I think her father
married a human woman.
Yeah,
and
but
she died.
I don't think she married her. I think she kind of was like a
concubine.
Like concubine. I don't even think
servant girl.
Like a random servant girl. He kind of got pregnant and then like abandoned, and then like she found out, young John Jay found out that he died, and she was like, "It was good that I found out he died because if not, I was gonna do it."
Father?
Yeah, he was gonna kill his father, cause she like left.
Oh yeah, that's right. So for some reason I thought she was helping her father, but I forgot she's helping King Wu.
Yeah.
Because we find out she makes a return. The demon girl, that's her sister. Yeah. I was like, yo, she's back after me complaining forever. I was like, bro, when is she gonna make the return? And now she's back, and she's back in a big way.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna go the way they think.
Yeah.
But I don't care because Zuhan's stronger than that. He doesn't need to care about it anymore. Yeah. So that's why I was like, this should happen earlier or a different point. I don't know.
Yeah, but to wrap it up, Zuhan destroyed the headquarters of Devil's. Oh, he didn't destroy it.
He did it. He stopped them. He suppressed them all. He suppressed them as Yin Janye.
Yeah.
That's what was even set me over the edge. He dressed up as her.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you hiding? You don't need to hide your face.
Yeah, he dressed up as her. He stopped the wedding. What's the rebellion leader's name? Again,
Lu Su-yan?
Lu Su-yan was getting parasitized. He got parasitized. And then basically a bunch of Devil's Sack members got parasitized. Zuhan ran some experiments to see, like, they're called, like, mother something? What are they called?
Mother bug eggs or something.
Yeah, mother bugs. And basically they can keep on reproducing infinitesimally.
Yeah.
As long as there's, like, energy in the world. Even if there's not energy, actually.
Yeah, he said they don't follow the law of
energy.
And we were just like, okay.
Yeah, literally like, okay.
That's just so broken.
Yeah, literally. That's not exactly what it says. I was like, okay, so broken. Like,
yeah. Like, everyone has a weakness, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's gotta be something.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out later. Because he said his intuition said, I gotta fight her, the core later.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Zuan killed all of the parasites in the Lake of Hatred, in the Devil's Sack. He saves Young Jianye, but she was injured, and so he had to do his special medicine sauce, and Q Hong Lee found him in the act.
I didn't think this was gonna happen.
I didn't
expect it. Once I saw her name, like, oh, I Master Zuan nearby. I was like, no, shot off.
That kind of pissed me off. How that, like, so you're telling me Zuan is completely defenseless while he's just naked, like making love. Like, come on, bro. You don't have anything set up. Like, I understand Q Hong Lee has special like privileges in the Lake of Asia, can see Young Jianye like way easier than everybody else.
But I think they also try to explain it, like, because like her aura's like comfortable, like he just wasn't thinking about it. And like he was trying to say like she was so injured he put all of his attention on her. I mean, it was still like it's like he's an Earth Immortal.
Yes, but it's like everything is like
doesn't make sense because he's an Earth Immortal.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You can't split off. Like he has the souls. Like you can split your souls for a reason.
I think they did say he has a different sort of cultivation, so I don't think he gets the primordial yin and yang souls. But still, you're telling me what required 100% of his concentration as a rank 6 cultivator still needs 100% of his concentration as a peak Earth Immortal? You're not making sense, author. No matter how great that Punyani is, alright? Like, it just doesn't make sense. And so Q Hong Lee, we never really found her. And then Zuan
had me around for a while.
Yeah, and Zuan was like, alright, gotta dip, got more important things to do, because we find out that the second Empress went into the rift.
Second Prince. You said Empress.
No, Second Empress, yeah. Well, I guess I did it backwards. I should start with Second Prince. Second Prince goes into the rift in the Fiend Emperor side, and the Second Empress is like, did they all die? Like, do we have to rescue them? What's happening? She brings up a whole army of the Fiends to go into the rift to save the Second Prince or find out what's going on. Zuan finds out. He's like, I gotta run. He starts running. We did get a little side note before he got there. At the Snowy Mountain again. He was like, oh, should I investigate? I really wanted him to, but I felt like I would have saved this arc. It was a decent arc.
But he couldn't investigate.
He couldn't investigate it, but I'm hoping that gets done right.
Yeah, it has to.
And so we find out the Snowy Mountain is like still interesting. Zuan is still like
trepidation. A little fade. So I was like, yes, something there. But yeah,
one thing though, quick thing before we get to the rift. When Zuan killed all the parasites, he actually says, he's like, why didn't I hit level 76, which would be above Earth Immortal? He would have like crossed another boundary. He says the world is not strong enough to support somebody at that level, so that's why he couldn't break through. So if we ever go to a new world, Zuan will instantly break through.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if the rift's still connected to their world, so I don't think you can break through.
Yeah.
It sucks. So I was thinking that, and then I realized it just now. I was like, oh yeah, I guess he can't break through.
Unless he goes to another person's world, then I think he'll instantly break through.
Yeah, but I wonder if they'll do it like Coin Dragon, where it's like, oh, people who break through can come back and not.
Yeah.
As long as they just don't go on a rampage.
Yeah, that's true. I would like that. So we go into the rift, and the rift is seeming like it will be interesting. This is kind of where we left off, like the end of our reading. Yeah,
so they were basically implying a bunch of betrayals at the end, though, because they were saying
that the Second Prince might have.
Actually, they did go. Oh, how far did you read? Because they did go into the rift.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you saw.
I'm just talking about like the rift is where we stopped reading, like inside the rift.
They just because they just get.
They haven't done a lot in there.
Yeah,
they've done a bit, but they haven't done a lot.
So we find out that there is some kind of connection between the the invaders.
Yep.
I was gonna say foreign
races.
Yeah. But they're like connection to the invaders and the demons because the
fiend races.
Because
demons are a type of fiend.
Yeah.
But we find out there's a connection.
The golden pang.
The small golden pang. What do they call him? The little golden pang king.
Yeah. So he became an Earth Immortal.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh, we're going to unlock your bloodline.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes sense.
Nah, still. That's crazy, bro.
I mean, they're strong. Like, they're super strong.
I guess, like, technically...
It made sense to me because I was like, oh, he's just a weak guy that they can enhance his cultivation to Earth Immortal because they're probably like, way stronger, technically.
I think that...
Or have better methods.
He was, like, around mid-master. I can even give him peak master rank. That's what... Like, he was definitely not grandmaster.
Yeah.
I can give him, at the very best, peak master. I cannot see a way that unlocking this bloodline... I guess it technically didn't bring him to Earth Immortal, but it kind of did.
No, it did too. It did bring him to Earth Immortal.
It did?
Yeah.
I thought it was only, like,
she said
incarnation.
She said No. That incarnation is, like, that's, like, their bloodline ability.
Oh, you think it's, like, a manifestation?
Yeah, like for fiends.
Yeah, okay.
So, because Princess Sulan, who he saved in there, she said she felt like the Earth Immortal aura.
Yeah.
And I thought it did make sense because I was like, oh, their whole thing is based off bloodlines. Like, they've always touted that for, like, the fiend races. Like, that's kind of why, like, they're stronger averagely.
Yeah.
But, like, they can't go above a certain level of strength.
Yeah. I just think that, like, that level of ascension is crazy. Obviously, they can't do it, like, so much. So maybe you're right. Like, maybe just that one person they did it for.
Well, it was just him. Like, no.
But they kind of said that, like, the way the little golden pain king, when he died, Zuan killed him. The golden pain was or Zuan asked him, was like, did anybody else, like, go with you and, like, get the power? And the golden pain was like, who wouldn't want to get Earth Immortal strength? And I'm like, so is this just a free pass? Like, here's some cookies.
Because I don't think they're gonna. It'll be like what happened to Lu Suyan, right?
Okay.
So they're gonna offer him a certain level because he was saying, like, I'm not gonna fall for it, but it's like they probably had some kind of secret preventative measure to control him at some point if he didn't die.
Yeah.
So it's probably something with, like, the other fiends, like, that might, because they were naming, I don't remember the races, but they named, like, 3 or 4 races.
Yeah.
And they were saying that they might betray, because they hadn't arrived to the front lines yet when they were supposed to. And I think it's probably one of the most talented people.
Yeah.
Right? So it's probably, like...
Maybe like 5 people?
Yeah. And with Zuan at 76, there's probably no one that can
He's at 75.
Peak 75, sorry.
Yeah.
There's probably no one that can reach peak 75 anyway.
Yeah. But, like, so we're coming up. We're about to save the second Empress, it seems like. Oh, we also... I don't know if you read the very last chapter. He saves Yu Yanglo.
Yeah, Yu Yanglo.
Yeah, so we saved Yu Yanglo. We saved Sulan. Princess Sulan. We sent Sulan back, actually, to the demon races, I believe.
Yeah.
And
she'll probably meet up with the Peacock Princess.
Oh, the Peacock Princess, yeah. And the only thing I'm worried about is if there's, like, 4 or 5 other people who got this, like, special power up, and then since we're in the rift, this is where the monsters, like, this is basically, like, the hole from there that they get into this world.
Oh, when because the second prince is clearly a traitor.
Yeah.
Like, we clearly enticed him.
So the second prince, let's say there's, like, 5 new Earth Immortals on the fiend side, and then there's the, like, monsters themselves. Like, I feel like it's gonna be a lot. And, like, against Zuan, Like, I don't think he's gonna lose, but I still think it's gonna be, like, a lot. And, like, with his lovers on his side, he's gonna get, like, nerfed, and he can't go, like, full strength. I don't know. It's not looking good for him.
I think what's gonna happen is there's gonna be some spot where he can level up.
Oh, in here?
He's gonna find some kind of...
Like, the aura from the other world is there?
Yeah, something that's gonna be like, oh, I can level up here.
I like that. I like that.
And then he comes back, and I'm gonna assume they're gonna do friendly natives can come back to the world without issue.
Yeah, I would like that. I think you're right.
And he's gonna come out and just be like, kablamo.
I do think he levels up in this next time we read, and he just dominates. But I feel like how the author's been writing, we're gonna get, like, a good 30, 40 chapters of fluff of him, like, in trouble. He's fighting Earth Immortals.
He's gonna be fighting for a while before he comes back.
Yeah.
He's not going to be back in Earth, or not Earth, I don't know.
Yeah, where we're at.
He's not going to be there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably going to be like close to death at some point.
So I will say about these chapters, bro, to wrap it up, I actually enjoyed them as much as like we're kind of shit talking them. I enjoyed, I think, the concepts of what was happening, but like some of like the length.
It feels forced.
Yeah, some of it felt forced, and I think the concepts were good, but how the author went about it was like kind of trash. You know, so like I still enjoyed the outcomes, but just the ways to get there, like it was kind of like a drag. I will say it was a drag. It was some good points, but the good points were like not enough, and like.
I agree.
And like right now, I feel like Keyboard is just like living off hype right now. You know what I mean? Like Keyboard Immortal was fantastic. Like guys, first 1,700 chapters, 1,800 chapters.
I feel like everything up to Jahan's death
is
so good.
Yeah, whatever that is. I think that's 1,750. Honestly, to be right, exact. I think it's right around 1,750, somewhere around there. Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Ever since then. I've been struggling.
Really down.
Yeah, because I think it just makes. I think the author messed up, but he set everything up for Zahan to be the ultimate boss. And like he left a couple little things in there for like after.
Oh yeah, like the invaders and the snowy mountain.
But I think like how he's gone about it and like the speed at which it's happened is like just is not allowing for it to be good, you know? Because I think if like he comes back, he just becomes a regent for the humans, right? And he's also the regent for the fiends. At that point, if he became like Almighty Zahan, like right there, the invaders should have like came full force. I think that would have made it interesting.
Oh, like he should have gotten all his ducks in a row.
Yeah, got all his ducks in a row. He's the regent for both sides. He's the strongest person on the world that we know. Like. Bada bing, bada boom. He has 15 lovers. It doesn't matter because he's the strongest. And then like invasion arc, and like but it's all of them. You know. Then I feel like it would have been interesting. But what we're getting right now is like, I don't know. It's not really. Like,
I can see the vision he's trying to go for.
Yeah.
Like he's spread thin.
He's
trying to go for the desperation.
Yeah.
But it's feeling forced because like some of these situations we're desperate. Easily solved.
Exactly.
We were feeling desperate. We were just waiting for you to hurry up.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like I think that's how he could have made it more desperate, like a full-on invasion. But like what he's doing now is like just like you said, it's just forced.
Yeah. It'll probably feel more desperate like as we go on in this arc because now like you know invaders. Yeah. Now the invaders are here, so now it's some desperation.
Yeah.
Because all the little scheming in the dark, like that would have been perfect for like to come out like just now.
Yeah.
Whereas like all the ducks are on, it's like, oh, he's gone. Now let's do this.
Yeah. Anything else really interesting happened?
What's his face became emperor.
Who? Oh, the Crown Prince.
Yeah, Crown Prince officially became emperor.
And he's actually technically not the regent. He's the uncle.
No, he is still the regent.
Okay.
But he also became the adoptive father.
Yeah. Of the emperor.
Yeah, because he was that for the fiend races.
Yeah. And then, what else? There was one thing that was really funny. When in the Devil Sect, they were so there's a path that is like all like basically they're womanizers. They like all rape women, and it's not cool. But Zuan, one of the people on that path, like the leader, he's a grandmaster. He has a special ability that when he hits people with it, it's basically an aphrodisiac, like in an attack.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's really ridiculous.
I was like, you spent your whole life doing that?
Yeah, and then Zuan reflects it, and then.
Oh yeah, that was gruesome. I couldn't read that, bro.
I thought it was hilarious because like this whole time that all these epic fights that we glossed over, but they're actually not epic. All these big fights that are happening, like Grandmasters fighting, Earth Immortals fighting, like hundreds of people, thousands of people fighting, and like the whole time in the background, there's a Grandmaster guy humping a tree like viciously. It made me laugh so hard, bro. Because every time time something like a big fight would happen, I was like, is everybody just forgetting about the guy humping the tree in the background?
Yeah, because they didn't stop it. They just kept fighting.
And I looked at the comments and everyone, and I always would see somebody like, yo, so the whole time nobody cares about the Grandmaster just viciously destroying a tree in the back.
Yeah, it was horrifying because he was about to do it to his son.
Yeah.
And then he did it to the child. I was like, oh my god.
That made me laugh, bro.
That was funny. I was scrunched up. I was like, yeah, I'm making me uncomfortable.
For real. Actually, how they described it, like when the father, the Grandmaster guy, was gonna do it to his son, that got me like a little like, oh, this is weird. Like obviously everything else was extra weird, but that was like so gruesome. Yeah,
I was like, this is like trauma.
Yeah, so it really was. And you could tell the son was like, this is what I've done to others. This is gonna be done to me.
Yeah.
By my own father. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be the end for him.
Yeah.
But that was just one funny thing I wanted to mention that I thought was hilarious. But next week, Beyond the Timescape, we'll go to 540.
Yes.
I started reading it today. I read a couple chapters. It seems like it's pretty interesting. Like it always is.
Yeah.
I can't lie, it always is.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. I can't wait because it's spicy.
Bro,
Beyond the Timescape is spicy.
Waiting to see. Will we find out what happened?
Yep.
To the governor.
Yep. Alright, guys, this is episode 55.
Yeah! We were trying to just figure out what episode it was before
It's been episode 55.
It's like, what happened last week?
Yeah. Yeah, guys, we will see you next week.
Big Scammer,
Adamar.
peace out.